Antonelli was at one point a top prospect in baseball. He seemed like he had a lot of potential in the league and would last there for a while. But unfortunately, Antonelli's career didn't go as planned, and he never became that big star. But he has somehow found a way to go from a professional baseball player to now a baseball YouTuber. So, how did this all happen? How's everybody doing today? It's Portal back with another video. Today, I'll be talking about Antonelli and how he went from a professional baseball player to a professional YouTuber. Let's not waste any time, and let's get straight into it. To see how Antonelli first got into the position of being a top prospect, we must start at the MLB draft. A little fun fact you may not know about Antonelli is that he was first drafted in the league back in 2003 by the Los Angeles Dodgers. But Antonelli wasn't interested in pursuing a Major League Baseball career yet, so he decided to go to Wake Forest University. Antonelli would end up proving himself extremely well. It was so good that in the 2006 MLB draft, the San Diego Padres drafted him with the 17th pick in the first round. It must have been an amazing feeling for Antonelli to be drafted in the first round, which is a goal that is not achieved by many baseball players. So now you're probably asking yourself, how did Antonelli do in the minor leagues? Well, he wasted no time showing his skills to the San Diego Padres. Now, one part of Antonelli's game that he lacked in was power. His power wasn't the greatest, as in 2006, he didn't hit a single home run. So he would be way more attracted by fans and players across the league if he just had more pop in the bat. And guess what? That task would be completed by him the next season. In 2007, he would hit 14 home runs. Antonelli was already being called the best prospect in baseball by minor league reporters. Later in 2007, he would be ranked first as a second base prospect in the league, and as a prospect itself, he was ranked 27th. Yeah, this guy was ranked high, and his minor league career was just getting started, let alone his baseball career. This was looking like the beginning of a long road for him. Then in 2008 is where stuff started getting big for him. It didn't start off great when he struggled in AAA, but a few months would pass and he would go on a hot streak. He was performing so well that on September 1st, 2008, the San Diego Padres would give him a shot and call him up. But sadly, Antonelli never proved himself as a player. In fact, at one point in 2008, he went hitless in 20 at-bats. He ended up finishing the season having a 193 batting average with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. But then, it got even worse for him. During spring training back in 2010, Antonelli suffered a hamate injury. Then he would suffer a broken wrist, which would cause him to have multiple surgeries. Things were looking like a turn for the worst, and let's just say that it got a little worse the following season. On December 17th, 2010, Antonelli signed a minor league deal with the Washington Nationals, and he played in AA and AAA for them, but never got that call up to the major leagues. Then in 2011, he would end up signing with the Baltimore Orioles, where he was actually on the 40-man roster, but a few months later would be DFA'd. A few days later, the New York Yankees would claim Antonelli off waivers. It only took a couple of months until he got DFA'd again and then released a few days later. It was really starting to look like Antonelli just wasn't it, like he was a bust in the league and should never have been drafted in the first round. But then, the Cleveland Indians signed him, and let's just say that this was basically Antonelli's last chance of even having a shot at returning in the league. The shot was taken, and it sadly didn't hit. Antonelli would be informed by Cleveland that he would get released soon. So then he realized that he was really struggling staying on a team, let alone a minor league team. So he decided to hang up the cleats and announce his retirement from the league to pursue a coaching career. Antonelli's career was very disappointing. A lot of people, including himself, knew that at one point he was on the top, but now it's fallen down. But Antonelli would take his baseball talents to somewhere that is so unexpected that no one ever expected he'd do. YouTube. Yes, Antonelli surprisingly started making YouTube videos back in 2010, and his videos back then were mainly just of him giving tips on how to do certain things in baseball. He would keep on posting, and he was pretty consistent with YouTube, and his views were also not too bad, and he is currently sitting at 176,000 subscribers, which, for a baseball channel, especially a guy who used to play in the league and wasn't really relevant, is really good. Antonelli's videos today are really of him giving tips, breakdowns, stories, and drills on baseball. And he posts every day. In my opinion, I love the fact that Antonelli has done this. Seeing him bounce back from a poor baseball career and using that experience to attract people is amazing. Antonelli's channel is growing very well, and I wish him the best for everything, and I'm very impressed to see him go from a top prospect in the league to then being known as a bust, and now has made a YouTube channel where he has grown and now has a large audience. In my opinion, that is all incredible, and I have been keeping an eye on his channel, and believe me, if you haven't checked him out yet, what are you waiting for? Go watch him. He makes great baseball videos. But apart from that, guys, that'll be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. I'm out.